I am Morpheus.
It's for people with souls. It's what our planet used to have before the moon was put here, before all the Dracons came here and tried to make it part of their galaxy and tried to create humanoids. Succeeded in one, failed in the other, but they're still trying. I just told you a lot right there. I don't know how many of you heard me, but I tried. At this time, there's a battle between the draconic forces called snake people, alligator people, reptile people, whatever you want to call them, that are egg-born, have no souls. And the soul womb-borns who are just beginning to find out how you fought the battle and licked them before, but now they're licking you, and you know what they're licking you in. Because it's a time when you're going backwards instead of forwards.
I said, can you tell me any Zulu or African legends about the moon? And he said, yes, we say the moon is an egg. Now, of course, your anthropologists turn up from mainstream science. They go, they're primitive people who think the moon's an egg. Well, actually, that's a bit more than that. The reason they say it's an egg, interestingly, is they say it's been hollowed out. And then he told me one of the Zulu legends about the moon. And he said that the legends say that the moon was brought here hundreds of generations ago by two brothers, Wawani and Umpanku, who were leaders of the Chitahuri. Now, the Chitahuri is the Zulu name for the reptilians, the children of the serpent. And he said that the two brothers, Wawani and Umpanku, were known as the Water Brothers and had scaly skin like a fish. The legends say that Wawani and Umpanku stole the moon in the form of an egg from the great fire dragon and emptied out the yolk until it was hollow. They then rolled the moon across the sky to the earth and caused great cataclysmic events on the earth when it arrived. And so you look at that, and of course I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, whoa. When you come into this world, you tend to accept that what is here is how it is. This is how things are, mate. This is one reason why, you know, we, the generations who've seen a different world to this one, are very, very important and have a very great responsibility, because we, to some extent, have the ability to see how things were, to how they've become. People being born into the world now, all this control and stuff, it's life. This is how it is. Yeah. This is why it's fantastic that so many young people, despite that, have seen through it. But the classic is the moon. The moon comes up, it goes through its sequence every month. And, well, it's the moon, mate. Oh, it's the full moon tonight, look. But when you start asking questions, whoa, I didn't know that. And first of all, the mathematics between the moon, the sun, and the earth, as documented in this book, Who Built the Moon, are fantastic. As they say in the book, the maths involved in the Earth, Moon, Sun system is nothing less than staggering, and the moon was placed there with the accuracy of the proverbial Swiss watchmaker. And just a few weeks ago, I watched a mainstream scientific program on the BBC. I think it was a program. No, it wasn't a strand. It was a one-off. Do we really need the moon? And this scientist, mainstream scientist, goes on and on about how it's perfectly positioned for its effect on the earth to give us the kind of world we live in. But then she says, but that it is now perfectly placed to sustain life is pure luck, a cosmic coincidence.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Earth was never meant to be a slave planet. You were never meant to be slaves. And you should absolutely resist. This is not about politics. This is about control. is about control.
The moon is a very powerful electromagnetic computer. The energy from the moon has been beaming electromagnetic frequencies onto the Earth for eons now to maintain the two-stranded DNA. The moon is a satellite that was constructed. It was anchored outside Earth's atmosphere as a mediating and monitoring device, a supercomputer or eye in the sky. Earth must be owned by those who dwell there. However, it is not. You have outside gods, creator energies, who prevent you as a species from having free reign with your kundalini, because the potential of our energy field. The influence of the moon as a main satellite computer affects all of the Earth. The moon's programs have for eons been of great limitation toward human beings. They are repetitive cycles that the moon creates to which you respond. The moon matrix. And when I read that, I mean, it's another thing that happens in this sequence of events, Henrik, in my life for the last 21 years. When you've gone with something, often when you've gone with it, and you know, you say, I'm going with this, it feels right to me, I feel this is right, then something will happen often that kind of gives you a confirmation. Yeah. Just says, yeah, see, look, it is right. And that's what I kind of hit me when I read that, because what I've just read from that book is, as you will know, it's in what I'm saying in my book, and it was such a powerful kind of confirmation for me that we're going in the right direction here. Not that everything is 100% right. We're trying to uncover something doesn't want to be uncovered. I mean, crikey.
It's about you. It's about me. It's about us. The world politically is changing dramatically. We are moving towards a fascist world government. Individual liberties and rights are disappearing all the time. We have a world financial crisis. All of these things are done as a matter of control. Do not ever, ever surrender your freedoms or liberties to government. It's too self-serving, and it doesn't create anything but laws that restrict our freedoms. This is all about us. We are the ones calling this forward. We are the ones who have asked for this. We are the ones who are making this change ourselves, within ourselves. We are the ones. We can change this so fast, it'll blow your minds. Because clearly what we're doing and what we have created for ourselves isn't working. It has only detached us so much, not only from the earth, but from who we actually are as souls, as beings. And the reason for that is we are not living a spiritual life. And that's what we are. We're spiritual beings.
that are reducing our sense of what we are meant to be and affecting our children. With the art that circulates around, sometimes in forms of music or other kinds of visual things, that actually suppress the inner metaphysical faith that a man, a human being, is meant to be something much more than we think. That need to understand that vibration that makes us wish and seek ultimate truth as the most important enterprise of our life is itself a special form of energy, as a special form of life force in us.
And God said, Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And God made 2 great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also, and the lesser light to rule the night, and the lesser light to rule the night, and the lesser light to rule the night.
I'm trying to record the moon up there. This is what Dr. Deborah Blair was talking about. You see the moon between the 2 trees and on the left side of the fake clouds right there? Yeah. The moon in broad open daylight. Moon doesn't usually shine during daylight time or hours. Yep. So I am recording it live. The moon. Well, not live, but yeah, I'm recording the moon. Well, it's live right now as I speak. But that's the moon.
So if we are able to see the moon during the daytime, that goes against the word of God. According to the word of God, the moon governs the night. So you should only see it during the night. For some of y'all that may not know, the sun and the moon controls our ocean waters. The sun controls it in the daytime. The moon controls it at night. So if they are both visible at the same time, what type of effect does it have on our waters?